All right, and welcome to the live stream. I know obviously I don't see anyone connected just yet, but we're gonna wait just a couple minutes here while I'm gonna do some brief configuration of the video here. Let's see here. There we go. I think that should be sufficient. There we go. Put that right about there. Okay, we are live at 5. Excellente, and we are getting signal from the sound. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Let's see here. Okay. Give people minutes to join. Okay. Hey, whatever. I'm not gonna wait. Okay, guys, welcome to my live stream. Today I'm going to be doing a tune-up on my engine, as you can see in the larger picture. So before we kind of get into doing, I'm kind of going to go over the parts that I used, specifically the spark plugs. This is a very common debate on, what people like, and I'll use this camera here to kind of show you what I got. So right here I go with the OEM plugs. Long story short, these are copper and are the most optimal type of material for spark plugs. Now, I don't want to consider it an issue, but the only bad thing about these is that the interval is a lot less. So with like iridium plugs or like a different plugs like that, they'll last you about 100,000 miles. But these guys, these copper boys, they're only good for about 30,000 miles. But copper is the best thing for electricity, so that's what I use. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the coils that I had purchased for this. I went with some Bremy. I was going to go from the dealer, but they're kind of expensive. And yeah, these are really good coils, a lot of good reviews. A lot of people that drive BMWs use these a lot, so they're pretty sweet. I decided to give them a shot, and for 30 bucks a piece, why not, right? Then last but not least, we're going to go ahead and give you the plugs. I've never actually heard of this brand, but I did some research, and it's called STI. Ooh, I hit my head there. A little STI, so stands for Spark Transfer International. I was like, you know what, with a brand like that, I'm sure that they're going to be good at what it says on the box. So, okay, well, with all the parts being shown here, go ahead and dive right into the repair here. Might be short of tool. Just kidding. I am not. I am prepared today. So the you would think that this would come off easy. It kind of did. We're gonna actually put this tool back and go ahead and get in here. So step one, you're gonna want to release this connection here at the throttle body. And what we're gonna do is we're just gonna unclip it from the mass airflow sensor and then just lift this up. Now this this hose here, this comes off pretty easily. So we'll take these clips off here, and then of course disconnect the mass airflow sensor because this is going to be completely out of the way of the car when we're in here. So, and then go ahead and untuck it from there so that way we can kind of get it out of the way there. So with this loose, this kind of just comes out like that. And then this guy, you probably want to take this off first. You want to be really careful because there's nipples. Luckily, these are really good quality engines and their components are pretty strong, so there's no chance of actually breaking this guy. But yeah, there we go. We have the intake part off, and we are now going to remove this. This is what covers all of the magic inside of the engine, or at least spark plugs and coils and all that jazz. So you take an Allen key like this right here, and we're getting here. That's a little tight. Oh, actually, I got it with first try. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect that. Last time I checked my audio, it was clipping, so I'm not sure if it's doing that now, but I guess we'll find out after the stream, huh? There's these little things in here that they're not necessarily loose, but they're not tight either. Your best bet when you take these out is to leave these in and raise it up, so that way you don't have to stress about losing those or anything like that. So here we go. We're gonna go with the second one. Actually, that's hand. Well, I just did this job a couple of days ago, so that probably explains it. Well, I did the the coil, that is. Yeah, so we're going to take this guy out. Beautiful weather today. It's probably like, I don't know, high 50s, low 60s, and I will take it. I will 100% take that weather. Now this guy back here is a little tricky because you can't really go in like this, like with these two guys. So it just takes a little time. It takes a little bit of time here. Just nice and easy. Nice and easy. What's the rush, right? Well, I do have an appointment at 4:30, so there is a little bit of a rush, but that's fine. I don't think we're gonna take that long. We're already pretty much in here, so not a big deal at all. Yeah, car maintenance, spark plugs. Again, I go with coppers. They don't last as long. A lot of people opt for the other materials. I believe that copper is the best conductor for electricity, which is why I go with them. And then two, I always go with OEM plugs because they are pre-gapped, which means you don't have to gap them. There's no guesswork there. It's specifically gapped for this platform. Yeah, so I'm kind of using my finger here to get this one out. Takes a little bit of time. We're gonna get it nice and easy there. Okay. So that guy's out. And put this over here so we don't lose it. I have a little spot. I use this little tray here. I don't know, you can't really see that small video, but yeah, okay. So let's get this cover out of the way here. Put that right there. Okay, so we are in it pretty much. So essentially what we're gonna do, or what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna kind of unplug everything and leave the positions and take the plugs out and put the new plugs in, because I want to make sure that I have the correct order. It's not really hard to mess up the order per se, but you know, I have a method and it works. So I'm gonna go ahead and start by taking these two 10mm loose, and I already have a thing here. Yep. So I decided not to use an electric ratchet for this job because there's nothing that's like gonna take a lot of extra time, you know what I mean? And this is yeah, this is not gonna take a whole lot of time. Make sure it's the right fit. Okay. It's like, that doesn't feel right. If it doesn't feel right, double check your work. All right, cool guys. You guys can see the engine bay. I got the camera right here so I can kind of see what's going on. Okay, and then I'm just gonna step over here and put it all in the same spot, even if I have to walk a little extra. Not a big deal at all. That way, you know, I kind of have a remembrance of where I put everything. Now this is a tight fit right here, but not too tight. We're right in there. This ratchet is actually pretty cool. I bought it at Pittsburgh. I didn't buy it at Pittsburgh. I bought it at Harbor Freight. That's the name of the brand. And the thing that I like about this ratchet is the head is a low profile design, and then it also rotates. But you know, for a job like this, you're not really gonna need all that. And it's still a good ratchet for just general purposes, like what we're doing right now. Okay, so we got those two bolts disconnected. We're gonna go here for the back one. Yeah, really easy stuff, guys. Real easy stuff. And like a lot of cars, a very similar process. Some cars have the cover, some don't. Some have what's called a distributor. These cars, or most modern cars, are going to have, you know, this coil set up. And we're going to put this over here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, there we go. Now, this guy right here, last time I took it off, piece of the plastic cracked a little bit. It's going to be okay, but yeah, going to be a little careful with that guy. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so we got that out. You know, to go back in time for just a second, I probably should have left that back coil. I should have probably left the coils plugged in there and just unplug it. But you know, you live, you learn, right? Okay, so we shouldn't need that 10mm for a little while, so I'm going to stick it over here. And we are going to go ahead and just go ahead and pull all the plugs. We're going to do one plug in, one plug out. We're just going to do one. Well, I don't know. Let me think about this for a second. Yeah, I'll probably do one plug at a time. That way, that ensures there's no debris going in the engine. So I'm okay with that. Okay, so let's go ahead and disconnect the coil. This guy right here. It's just gotta be nice and careful with it. No, it's okay. It's okay. There we go. Nice and careful. And we'll leave these spark plugs right there, so that way we can kind of where is that. Okay, so I'll tell you what. Let's go ahead and pull this plug here. Okay. And we'll get this back one. It's kind of crazy. But, let's go ahead and start with getting these guys out first. I'm going to do 2 at a time. I changed my mind, and that is totally fine. When you're working on cars, you can do whatever you want, you know? Yeah, so actually this extension is going to be a little too long, so let's swap this out here. Before I even start ratcheting it, I like to get it on the plug, make sure it's nice and snug, and then we're going to start to ratchet. Let's go and get this first plug out here. Oh, geez. A little tight. That's okay. Better than loose, right? And then as soon as you break that initial, that initial break there, you can kind of take the ratchet off and just kind of spin. It's actually this tool here has a grip right here. It's got, I'll put up on the camera here. It's got a little grip on here, so you can twist it with your fingers. Pretty cool stuff. Pretty cool stuff. So we're gonna go ahead and pull this plug out. I am excited to get the new plug in. Yep. Now these cars are phenomenal. Everyone thinks that Mercedes are expensive. I mean, they can be. It depends on what you're doing, but like general maintenance stuff, you would be surprised if you do it yourself. Save a lot of money there. Yeah, this plug doesn't look at all. I don't know why I even put it in there. Okay. And I'm waiting for the minute that my neighbor wakes up and comes outside to go to work. He works some kind of weird shift, so yeah. Oh yeah, look, I'm not even showing you guys the part now, am I? So this is the Mercedes OEM plug. It's copper, and it's made in France. So good times. And it's got the little Mercedes stamp on it. So that's a good thing. The plugs are, not that expensive. They're like, these were like $4 a piece. Yeah, I could have got like a cheaper set, but if I'm doing this job once every 30,000 miles, I would rather just go with OEM. And then of course it's guaranteed it's gonna work with the car. It's for the car. It's by the VIN number. So yeah, we got nice and snug there. So let's go ahead and tighten that up. You don't want to go too tight. You just snug. You don't want to go super taut because next time you pull it out, you might screw. That's not a nice word to say. You will make a mistake. I don't even like saying mistake really, but I guess that's what it is, making a mistake. So okay, so that plugs in. On to plug number 2. Ooh, that one was tight. That one was tight too. Okay, see this stuff, pretty fun, pretty fun. Now, some engines are positioned this way, and sometimes that's a pain when you're doing spark plugs, but it's not too bad. All right, get this out of here. That looks gross. Okie doke. Okay, plug number 2. Let's go. If you feel if immediately put it in and it doesn't feel right, take it out. Like seriously, because cross-threading the spark plug wells, not a fun deal. Because you're gonna probably take out like some other parts to fix that issue. But okay, nice and snug, excellent. Okay, so 2 plugs out. And whoever's watching, I appreciate you joining. I'm probably doing more live streams now that I more or less have the process figured out. So at least not with this, but with the live streaming. See, I'm trying to really be careful. Actually, the smart thing would be to do is take a picture, but sometimes we just don't have cameras that are available. So I'm just gonna kind of just set this in here for now, just so we can kind of keep track here. So okay, we're gonna go for the 3rd plug. Okay. Ooh, that one was tight too. Felt that one, but okay, so that's the important thing. All right, let's get this guy out. Yeah. Okay, well, didn't quite get it out yet. Sometimes it takes a couple. Let's see here. It's kind of. Let's see. one's kind of giving me trouble. It's like in there, but it's not. It's weird. Okay, let's see here. It's like, yeah, I should have probably. What is going on here? It's like in there. I might be able to get it with my finger. It's like, did the rubber come out of this? Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Yes, sir. Okay, not a big deal there. So let's grab some pliers. I will be right back. Actually, I think I can get this out. Hold on. With my finger. Almost. This is definitely okay. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get some pliers for this guy because it looks like the rubber piece came off of this socket, so that kind of makes life difficult. Okay, I will be right back. I'm gonna go grab a pair of pliers. Okay, and I am back with the pliers. I don't know if these are gonna be big enough. There we go. Beautiful. So I actually think that this socket was missing the rubber the entire time. Not surprised, but we can finish the job with this socket. Another reason why I don't like buying freight tools is they tend to be inferior quality. Let's see here. Okay, plug number 3. Okay. Yeah, it's hard to do this without the rubber on the socket. But that happens. You're getting in the job and then the tools break. Very common. And let's see if make sure that the rubber piece didn't fall in the well there. Yeah, it's fine. I don't know. Probably missing this whole time, really. And I probably shouldn't be wearing sunglasses as I'm doing this, but that's okay. Okay, that looks pretty straight to me. It wasn't cross-threading, so that's what's important. Okay, because this job can go from 100 to 0 real quick. Okay, let's get this out of the way. Get the necessary. Let's get that out of the way. Okay. Last one. Actually, I'll go ahead and set. Well, let's see here. Let's go and get this going. You're not able to see do this, so I'll kind of talk. Get the coil put into place first, because those are separate. It's actually a separate package for the coils. I'm complete tune-up. All the rubber is replaced that way. And yeah, I'm gonna do this. I'll do everything. Okay, super. And the coil. Old coil. Here we go, coil. Man, I like this. Nice. It has a good feel to it. Okay, nice and snug there. So now we can kind of position this coil. Oh yeah, look at that. Make sure it's good there. Oh, thick. Yeah, these are gonna be real nice, except yeah, there we go. It's gonna be a little bit of snug. Okay, so this piece right here is kind of a pain. It's gonna be fun taking it off. It's like you kind of have to slide it a little bit too. Here, I'll tell you what, I'll make our life a little easier. Take this plug wire off. We got one plug to go. Just one. I'm taking these sunglasses off. I don't know. There we go. Okay. I don't really feel. I don't like that. It's kind of high like that. It looks like. Let's check it out. Looks like the length's the same. Probably just really good rubber. Yeah, it's a little bit longer than the OE coil. But I don't think that's going to be a problem. I think it's going to snug up just fine. As long as it gets contact to the spark plug, that's all that really matters. Okay. And this is the hard part. And it's got a little connector here. You got to be really careful with this. You know, don't rush into it. Just kind of, there we go. Yeah, I like that wire. It makes me a little, this back coil's the pain. Okay, so close. Yeah, so this back one. There, now we can. There we go. Excellent. Okay, last coil to go. And then all I've left is the spark plug, which we're going to do right now. And then I might have to use the pliers again. Let's see here. Okay. There we go. That one was pretty snug too. Probably gonna grab it because that was missing in the tool, so I think I got lucky the past couple of times. Yeah, it's gonna make me have to use the pliers again. That's okay. Let's go in there. Oh, don't wanna foul up anything. Oh, come on. Gonna grab a grippy. There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, last plug is out. Let's go ahead and put the new plug in and call it done, right? Okay. You know, I like that this is missing the rubber, so actually I'm going to do some thing here and grab something out of the garage to make it a little easy. I think that's some you can actually use a rubber hose to thread it in. As you can see here, I got the spark plug on a little rubber boy. Just gonna guide it in there. Be really careful, you don't want to cross thread anything. No cross threads, not today. I kind of want to get a bigger hose, but I think I can make this one work. It's gonna be, once it grabs, it'll grab. There we go. Have that. Go, excellent. And then we'll just twist that, just like so. And then the socket coming out, that's not gonna be hard. So this should, excellent, pulls right out. Okay. And then now, contain tighten that. Okay, nice and snug. All right, 4 plugs all in. We don't need the socket set anymore. Well, yeah, to put it back in, obviously, the 2 10mm bolts on the coils, but we're not going to worry about that. Let's go ahead and do a little quick clean up here. Let's get everything that we're not using. We're going to use this. This is not used for now. None of this is being used, so I'm going to get it out of the way. Okie doke. Now for the other coil. Really nice connection here. I'll show you. Look, yeah, bottom coil there. You guys click. There we go. And then we can just stick that. All right. There. Okay, so I think we should go ahead and put the millimeter bolt in. I've got a feeling that these might be too long, but I don't know. Sometimes when you're working on stuff, it's just like, is it really gonna work? Yeah, I mean, I'm sure. Yeah, I'm sure. And if it doesn't work, then, well, let's do it again, right? I'm just kidding. It's not. Oh, almost dropped that. See, that happens too. You like drop screws into the engine bay. It's like, it gets pretty intense sometimes. Yeah. Most of the time you can get the screws out where you drop them, but not all the time. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and just kind of keep everything in order. So we've got all the new plugs in there, nice and tight. And then, oh, there's UPS. I'm sure those are my shoes. I ordered some shoes online, and they are. He is going to be live stream possibly. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really hard to get the New Balance 574s. It seems like they don't really care about those shoes anymore. It's funny how they used to be kind of like a runner shoe, but now they're categorized as a lifestyle shoe. No, but I get it. They want some the more expensive shoes, which I guess I understand, but that's okay. Okay, so now let's go ahead and tighten these 12 mils, and then we're gonna start on the plugs. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, nice and tight. Okay, you don't want to go too tight. It's not like a head gasket where you want to have it torqued or anything like that, so nice and snug. Yeah, I know, buddy. All right, he's probably gonna make me sign for it too. Maybe I can get him on the live stream. That'd be cool. Okay, so we got 2 coils in. Now we're gonna kind of like put everything back into place here, so we can kind of route everything. Oh, doke. How's it going? Doing good. Yep, that's me. Awesome. Man. Deal with this. Oh, put these on the porch. Okay, back to the action. Okay, so this is why I more or less left everything. This is going to be the fun part. Okay, so we can. That looks like the guys are the same length. Yeah, if the parts are the same, probably just gonna. It looks like. Yeah, they're probably gonna be about the same. So let's see here. So we're gonna. Looks like. Oh, see, old cars, man. Be careful on these plastic clips. Whatever you do, I just broke one. Old cars. Honestly, this cover's kind of. I got a feeling they're all just gonna break. I'm gonna have to zip tie this. Oof. Ow. Yeah. My nail's still not healed from when I cut it, and I think I just ripped it open a little bit. That's okay. We're gonna finish this job though. Actually, I might need a flathead for this. There we go. Just be really careful. Oh, see, that another one broke. Not the end of the world. So I'm gonna be really careful. So it looks like. There we go. Okay. Really careful here. I don't be. Okay. It seems like well, I don't think these covers really do anything. I think I'm just gonna leave covers possibly. I don't know. Let's see here. What are we gonna do? So this goes. I see. So this one goes to that one. Okay. I see. I see what's going on here. You know, I've never actually changed the plug wires themselves on a Mercedes, so this is new for me. And yeah, it's actually not as bad as I thought. I was a little worried about the wires because, yeah. Okay, looks like we were at save. Oh, let me get the pliers because I broke more thick. See, there we go. All right. Love breaking plastic. It's my most favorite thing in the world. Get that guy out of there. Safe to say that I think let's see. So this guy, we'll run on the bottom. Excellent. Okay. Seems like these wires are a little longer than factory ones, so interesting. These might not work. They should, though. They should. I don't see why not. Unless that's too long. Where's the other plug? These are the old coils. Okay. I see. I see. Okay. I'm crazy. I'm a little nervous, actually, not gonna lie, but that is fine. And the wind's blowing like mad. So, looks like this piece of plastic broke. Yeah, that piece of plastic's not gonna really be detrimental to the performance of the vehicle, and yeah. So I mean, it might rub on the. I doubt it. It's okay. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Okay, so we'll just tuck these boys down here. Okay. And this guy pop right in right there. Okay. So there's that one. There's that one. We'll kind of just leave these guys here. I think that'll be fine. I think it'll be okay. Okay, so check the connections. Boom, 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 boom. All right, let's go ahead and put it back together and cross our fingers that it still starts. I am kidding, kind of. Kind of kidding. Let's see here, make sure that's correct. I mean, it should be. Yeah, that one, okay. Okay, so now let's put it together. Access time. I always like double check my work too. Okay, so it's like make sure it's all running the correct way. So that's going in there. It's going in there. Okay, super, super, super. I'll probably start the car with the phone in. I don't think it's gonna shake the car, but yeah. All right. Kind of hand tighten those. Just for now. There we go. Okay. We got the Allen tool. Excellent. Excellent. Now this guy. This is the fun one. Whoa, easy there. All right. It's like a reveal party, right? It's gonna start? Yeah, I am joking. I don't know. I've been working on cars for quite a bit. I would say 10 years, and it never gets any less stressful towards this part. I mean, I'm not like stressed, but you know, anything could happen. So that's nice and snug. That one's nice and snug. Nice and snug. All right, let's put the air back on. Okay, this is the fun part. Oh boy, put that guy on there. There we go. Excellent. Now we can tighten the intake. Now, if it misfires, we're going to have to take it all back apart, but luckily, this is not exactly the hardest job in the world. As you guys can see, I think we're in, yeah, looking at my watch now, we're only 35 minutes in, and we're pretty much ready to key it. Okay. You always want these nice and snug as well, because this is important to make a seal. That's why they use two of these guys. Make sure it's good. Okay, there's that. Oh, yep. And then the last but not least, W202 sensor. All right. Okay, so that's that. Everything's buttoned up, so I'm going to go get this stuff off the engine bay, and I am going to grab the keys. Be right. Okay, let's do this. Start it up. And make sure I got everything off the engine bay. We're good. There, start. Okay. Oh yeah, RB. That's a smooth in there. That noise that you hear, that that's gonna be your air horn. Or no, I'm sorry, not air horn. That's the air pump. Oh yeah, this is smooth. Let's go ahead and give it a little rev here. Maybe I can. Yeah, that's not misfiring at all. That is beautiful. All right, so I went from a complete time misfire to running good. Actually, a couple pieces to the chicken a lot because what's going on is the code is still in this system because it was misfiring. I was boom, 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 boom. I've been misfiring. So all I did at this point is I drive for a while. I guess so that once you shoot with an WD2, it's it goes away on its own. It'll auto correct the part. Oh yes. Alright, super. Well, that's done. And it looks like we were able to finish this job in a cool 38 minutes. So with all that being said, all I have left to do at this point is kind of clean up everything. And yeah, so I'm not going to stay for all this. I'm not going to keep streaming just to show you guys my process. But anyways, for anyone who tuned in, I definitely appreciate you tuning in. And if you have any questions or comments, I did not see any of them during the show, so not a big deal. You can message me or whatever. And yeah, I'm forward to doing more live videos in the future. I love doing little stuff. It's not necessarily little, but it's little compared to what else I could be doing to the car, like a head gasket job, which I'm going to do that out of expertise, and I am totally fine with, admitting certain things I can't do, like, basic maintenance, like I swap alternators, plugs, wires, and diagnose for the most part, but there's some areas that I'm still learning because I don't have the experience in that. But with the W2 platform, I probably know the most. These are very similar. Volvo 2, surprisingly, like it's kind of like the modern day Volvo 240 if I were to like call it anything. But yeah, cool. All right, so we are back on the road. I'm going to hop off here. I hope everybody has a wonderful Friday, and if you have questions, come reach to me directly. I'm going to go up this down. You guys take care.